Alright, here we go again, guys. This is AJ with Just Keep Moving TCG. We've got another gameplay video for you. It's going to be Liam on Kiara Polka on the right, and I am playing Kobo on the left. It's kind of like, really, it's kind of like, it's like ID Tribal. I don't think the deck's very good, but I do love Kobo, so that's why we put it together today. Liam's gonna get us started. He's got a Kiara in center and already a Polka in the back. Gonna play 2 KFPs to pitch one, draw one, pitch one, draw one. He's gonna go for the normal PC to set up a second debut Polka in the back. Pretty decent turn for him so far. He's gonna try to play a supporter, but going first you can't. And I think he forgot to attach cheer for turn, but that's fine, because I also did. We're gonna go over to me, and I'm going to resolve 2 normal PCs, get my whole bench going, and then I'll play Mumei-chan in order to shuffle back my hand, and we will go ahead and draw 5. Again, a really good shuffle in here. We are going to collab with Kobo, and if we roll, let me double check. We're going to collab with Kobo, and if we roll 3 or greater, we'll go ahead and accelerate a cheer. So we go ahead, add it to the Kobo, and we will swing for 10. So it's 20 damage on the center holomem, and then the Muna will actually stick 20 damage on a Polka in the back, which is super sick. The second stage Kobo, her whole thing is she will deal damage to the center holomem, specifically to the center holomem, equal to how much damage is on the stage holomems. We're gonna pass it back to Liam. He's gonna go ahead and resolve a normal PC and a Mumei-chan. So his stage is now full, and he's got a brand new grip. He's gonna collab with the Pekara to search out a Buzz Polka. Super good. Just increasing consistency. And he's got his main attacker in hand now. He's actually got a couple, I think. So he's gonna bloom into 1 Buzz Polka. I guess there's probably nobody in trash right now. There's no mascots in trash for him to pick up. And he'll swing with the Kiara, mark some damage, and we'll go over to me. I'll bloom into the Yofi, so whenever the first Yofi blooms, she'll go ahead and accelerate a energy onto one of my ID holomems that isn't named Yofi, which is big. This Kobo deck has got a lot of energy acceleration in it because all the attacks discard energy. I'm gonna bloom into the first Kobo, which is gonna stick 10 damage on each of his benched holomem. So once again, we're just racking it up. I do have to archive an energy to do that, and because I archived a cheer, I can use my Oshi skill and mark another 20 damage. So we're just trying to increase the total amount of damage on the stage, and on top of that, it's gonna make the second stage swing for bigger numbers. Gonna play a Mumei-chan. Gonna bloom into another first Kobo. Guess I'm not going to stick more damage on. Trying to maintain some energy on the board. Since there's no first Muna, the first Muna also accelerates energy just like the Yofi. So it's kind of tough. Gotta manage your energy, because if we start discarding all the energy, then we won't be able to swing properly. Okay, so I'll go ahead and collab with the Yofi. I will swing with the Muna. Some more damage on the center Kiara. And we are just continually just trying to soften up this Buzz Polka. The tough thing I did learn about this deck, though, is that if they just collab with whatever has the most damage on it, on your turn, you don't swing for as big a number because it's no longer on the, it's no longer like benched. It's now on stage, which is tough. Going over to Ian's turn, he's gonna go ahead and play a Mane-chan, draw a brand new grip. Thinking about what to do with all these mascots he has in hand now. So he does attach 2 mascots to the polka in the back. Now that polka will be able to attack. And he'll collab with the other Buzz polka. He does get his holo power. Puts a fan onto the Kiara. But I think he has to bloom in order for it to draw. So he has done well thinning his hand. I do see another supporter card in hand, so. Counting up all the damage. And he's gonna use the Buzz Polka to knock out the Yofi, which was tough because I knew I had a second Yofi in hand, but I also didn't want to lose out on my Kobos. So, going to my turn, we're gonna have just enough energy to attack with this, with the second Kobo if I do bloom into it. Now this second Yofi that I have in my hand is just dead. There's nothing for it to bloom onto anymore. We're gonna go ahead and bloom into 2 first Kobos, which is great. We really could go for a first Muna in order to start setting up another Kobo. And now I'm gonna swing with the second Kobo. So she will deal 40 damage, and I can choose whether to put that on the center Holomem or the collab Holomem. And if I archive 2 energy, which I do choose to do, all the damage that is on the bench will be done to the Kiara, which is enough to down it. So I stick the 40 damage onto the Buzz Polka, and then I just swing for 10 more with the Muna. The Muna sticking some more damage in the back. So just continually just trying to rack up as much damage as we can. Going into Liam's turn, he's gonna promote the Buzz Polka and play a Mane-chan in order to refill his hand. Great for Ian. Or Liam. Excuse me. So Liam has the Wild Rabbit Alliance. It's yet another fan in order to power up his Buzz Polka. He's gonna collab with the Spot Pekora in order to try to find a Buzz Polka. Misses both die rolls and even discards the Wild Rabbit Alliance. So Ian's gonna attach a KFP to the Kiara in the back. He'll pitch a card, draw a card. He'll go for the KO on my center Holomem, which is good. I don't think he had enough to straight up KO the Kobo. Huge for me that I still maintained an attacker. I'm gonna go ahead and promote the first Kobo. That first Kobo is really good too because she's also able to put damage in the back. But I think she needs more energy, and unfortunately I don't have any way to accelerate energy. Just kidding, I do. I want to use my SP Oshi skill. It lets me grab up to 5 cheers from my archive and attach them to my Holomem. Go ahead, collab with my other second Kobo that I've set up. Just clarifying that I did have to collab first before using my Oshi skill. So my center Kobo is gonna go ahead, swing for 50 damage on his collab Pekora, and then it'll put 10 damage on 3 different Holomems in the back. And it's slowly adding up. So my collab Kobo is gonna swing for 40 on the Buzz Pekora, and then all the damage that is on the bench is also going to be stacked onto the Pekora. And it looks like a little annoying. I think it was 180 because had I been able to get 240 or over, I would have just gone for the knockout there. I think Ian is in a really tough spot, or Ian. I think Liam is in a really tough spot if I do take the knockout on that center Polka, because it is holding 2 of his fans. We're going to see Liam take his turn now. He's going to bloom into the first Polka that lets him search for a mascot. Just checking out his deck, seeing if he's got anything. He's gonna grab the KFP, which is gonna let him thin his deck some more, which is actually really nice. Something that Liam did really well this game, or at least the Polka deck surprised me, is that it was able to thin so much. And here we go, he's gonna thin even some more. He's gonna bloom into the first Kiara, and he can add any holomem he finds there, but he'll trash the other 2 cards. He's gonna collab with the Buzz Polka. And it looks like he's short a cheer. Oh no, he actually has 2 cheers under that one. Super annoying. So he'll be able to swing for some big numbers here. Liam's gonna go for 2 swings onto my second Kobo. And I guess he needed both swings in order to KO it. Kobo is at 200 HP and he's pretty thin on fans. He's got maybe 2 KFPs and 2 troops. So that's only 50 plus 80. That's only 130 damage. So what he could have done is KO'd the center and then stick some damage on my second Kobo. But otherwise, I don't know, I'd still have a valid attacker, so it's tough. He decides to take out the KO though on my second Kobo. Going to my turn here, I'm gonna collab with the Muna, and it does look like I've got a lot of action this turn. Really short on draw supporters this game. Just in general, this deck doesn't draw a lot. It does line up really well where this Muna is able to take the KO on his Buzz Polka. And Liam's going to respond by using his SP Oshi skill. He'll take 1 less damage, and he'll add the cards back to hand, the hollow members that were on that stack. I'm going to go ahead, swing with my center Kobo, stick the rest of the damage on the collab Polka, which is really nice because that collab Polka has to go to the back now. And it's gonna make my coming turn with this second Kobo swing for a much bigger number. Going over to Liam's turn, he's gonna go ahead and promote his 3rd Buzz Polka. I can't believe he's had all of them set up, but he's thinned through his whole deck. So deck's pretty consistent. He's gonna go ahead, attach 2 troop members to a Polka in the back, which is really nice because he's managed to thin his hand where this Mane-chan is just gonna draw 5 new cards. Thinning the deck is important because you want to see new pieces. He's gonna go ahead, bloom into... Okay, he's not gonna bloom into the Buzz Polka. Liam's gonna collab with the first Polka. It does have 2 troop members attached to it, so it will be able to attack. He's gonna go ahead, swing, KO my center Kobo with his Buzz Polka, and then he's gonna stick some damage with his collab Polka onto my Muna. Going over to my turn, I'm gonna draw. I have to figure out where to put this cheer. I don't know what I'm really deliberating over, because okay, so I decided to stick the cheer onto the Muna in the back. I saw that I have a Buzz Muna, which can swing for a decent number and put more damage on his benched holomem. Gonna bloom into a Buzz Muna, which will accelerate an energy onto the Kobo. Nice. And this Kobo, let's see, 90, 50, that's 140, 140, plus, can't tell what's on that Kiara, but I think that's 40 damage. So 180. It might be enough to knock out the Buzz Polka. a lot of math in this deck, and you gotta really look forward when it comes to playing this deck. And it is such a slow deck for the format. So I'll go ahead, swing with the Kobo. I'm gonna stick 40 damage on the first Polka, and then this Buzz Polka is gonna take enough damage that it's not knocked out. 60, 60, 180. Oh, I'm short again. I'm like short another 10 or 20 damage. And because of that, or no, I'm not short. I think it's only 190. I was like short 50 damage, but the fact that his troops are on one single Polka instead of spread around, like, it'd be nice to get the extra bit of damage that a holomem gets if it is holding the troop. He's gonna start powering up his polkas by grabbing holomems from trash for their bloom effect. He's gonna collab with another second polka, or a buzz polka. Both of them are just gonna blow up this Kobo. But this is gonna be a really sick play here. So this polka in the middle is missing 50 HP exactly. I'm gonna bloom into the second Muna. I'm gonna swing for 80 on this Buzz Polka, and then I'm gonna archive a cheer on the attack. That's gonna activate my Oshi skill, which lets me dump a holo power and stick 30 damage exactly onto the Pekora, and Pekora had 50 damage on it already. 50 plus 30 is 80, and that's enough to knock out the Pekora for a 3 prize turn. Super sick interaction. I think the Kobo deck is really cool, but I just think it's too slow for the format right now. It's got a lot of great tools, a lot of energy acceleration, but there's no like real searcher that you want to play. It's kind of crazy that Kobo doesn't have hashtag singing. I think that's like very much a part of her personality in HoloLive. She's so talented, so funny. But the searcher and the pieces that she does have don't necessarily work super well together. You can play the searcher in the set to find Zeta, and Zeta can bloom in order to find other ID3 members. It just doesn't work out perfectly because the energy she needs is white, Kobo needs blues. The energy acceleration that is in ID exists in different generations, so like your searcher neither of your ID3 searchers work exactly the way you want them to. So the Kobo deck is just a little too clunky right now, but it is cool. I mean, I love Kobo, so that's why I built the deck. The interaction is cool, the attack can be very big, but we saw that there were a couple turns where I swung for some like really, really pitiful numbers. But I'm trying to bring some different decks, some more interesting decks for you guys. I don't want it to all just be Promise. Like, I love Promise, I love Mumei, but, you know, trying to keep it interesting for everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Be good to yourself, be yourself, and just keep moving.
Thank you for Mumei. I love you.